and welcome to the Eclipse Cathedral. This is my
Dun dun
multi-shot.
dun!
This is my multi-shot, and we have quite a number of players compared to other games that have been on the server. I am Heartless, your DM for the day. Cryptid, you
Is
want
that a name or a descriptor?
that is my name on the server.
Okay, just checking.
Cryptid, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and the character you're
Well,
playing?
hello, I'm a little nervous to be going first. I'm Cryptid, and I will be playing Lincoln C. Rulian, a Toonkind warlock. Do I need to describe what he looks like?
That could be helpful, yes.
Oh, all right. He is a rubber hose Toonkind, but he has a projector for a head, and he wears like kind of like button-up shirt with a vest, like nice pants, and he has like a little cane.
Alright. Next going down the list to D.
I am playing Alexa. She is a kind of android character, uh, like this kind of like off-white color with a blue face screen. Her head and torso kind of float away from the rest of her body.
Interesting. Now, Noah?
Oh, hi, that's me. Hi, I'm Noah. The brand's with Noah. I'm playing as Millionaire the Milliner. She is a Frankenelli um Toonkind sorcerer, and she just really likes hats. It's like if you took uh, mm, basically fairy grandmother vibes, and then a raven, and then my poor attempts at a British accent, and you just threw them all in a cauldron together. That's Millie.
Delightful. RJ?
Hi, I'm RJ. I'm very nervous, in case you can't tell. I'm playing Decimal, Weaver of Fate. He is a Warna Toonkind rogue, who has a penchant for speaking in riddles and throwing cards.
Oh, I can't wait for that. And Snail.
Hi, everybody. I'm Snail, and I'm going to be playing Tutu Kid. They are what appears to be a small half-elf child with, like, glitter on their face, but that glitter is actually due to their sorceress ancestry rather than just, a kid sticking glitter on their face. Although when you look closer, you see that they also do have glitter on their face. It's very confusing. But they have
Nice.
most recently gained a level in Warlock for reasons that were explained in a previous game. Dun dun.
Ooh, neat.
Ooh.
But basically, they're a child, Asian American in style, short black hair like spiking up everywhere. Baby.
Hi, is Tutu Kid ready to get adopted?
Tutu Kid is always ready to get adopted.
There's
All
a
right.
child loose in the one shot.
Alrighty then. So, I will be trying to do some accents. I apologize if I offend anyone. I am not super good at them, I don't think. It will be a trip. So, the five of you find this flyer. And it says this.
Timeless Hollow in the Pixar Protectorate needs your help. Meet me in the Lazy River. There, I will give you more information. This will be dangerous, but there's a lot in it for you. Signed, B.V.
Did you all catch that?
Well, that's all
Yes,
enough.
that was neat.
That was so cool.
Could we get could we get it in text as well?
Yep. I have a write-up of it. Hold on, let me zoom all the way back to the top for my,
My apologies.
no worries. I know it was very quick for that one, so I dropped the text version in the game zone for you to read.
Thank you kindly.
So very much.
Thank you.
Knowing that, the five of you travel to Timeless Hollow in the Pixar Protectorate. Luckily or unluckily, there is a train station nearby that you can utilize to get there quickly. You all arrive in this small town, and you approach looking at the mountains until you realize that one of the mountains is not a mountain. That is definitely a huge building right there. And there are lots of lightning strikes, and it's very gloomy, and the sun is nowhere to be seen. Welcome to Timeless Hollow. Claims a sign.
Well, that cannot be a good sign.
Well, it's certainly aesthetic.
I'd like to mention that Tutu Kid did not take the train. They sort of got a vendetta against trains right now, which is entirely unearned. But they literally just clambered here from wherever they were and walked. So they've got some sticks in their hair, and their tutu has like a little mud in it. But they look at the sign and are like, well, that's nice. They welcomed us.
Underneath the welcome to Timeless Hollow, there is a couple of scribbled out numbers, and where this says population, bunch of scribbled out numbers, 3.
Only 3. Don't like
What
that.
happens if you step past the sign?
Does it change?
No. You're only
Dang.
visiting. You don't live
Can I roll investigation to see when that number was most recently changed, or can I just know that?
Yeah, roll investigation for me.
Cool, because I want to know, how recently has there only been 3 of them? Hold on, I need to actually frick, I forgot the. Oh, it's an exclamation point.
Is that one already?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you kind of go up to the sign and feel the humus. This is a relatively recent change. You think it's been changed within the past week or so? There are still some kind of like wood dust on the ground from it being changed.
Nice. I mean, not nice that there's. Okay, whatever.
So
Tutu Kid smacks the sign and then looks at the other person for approval. Because they don't know what they're actually doing when they're touching the sign. They're just in for the ride, man.
Millie shrugs at Tutu Kid and she's like, at least they keep up to date. They do the census regularly.
It's gotta be helpful, right?
Suppose so.
Decimal's kind of just smirking at this entire conversation.
Now let's go meet the 3 of them. Or something, I don't know.
So, do we know if we have to stand in the river or?
I do believe it refers to a building.
Oh, that's much better.
Oh.
So
I'd stand in the river if you think that help.
Is there even a river anywhere nearby?
No, not that you can tell. Actually, roll me a perception check.
Oh boy.
Can I do this too?
Yep.
Sweet.
To
Oh,
see if
okay.
you can hear a river.
Hold on, I need to.
Ooh.
I need
I rolled a
to.
3 plus 9 on that. Jeez.
No,
9.
you don't hear a river.
Hold on. I still got to do mine. Yeah, I don't know anything either. What's a river?
You
Okay,
hear
that
it
means I have to
yes.
try, you know.
Yeah.
Please, somebody,
Should
please
we
tell
all?
us if there's a river.
I mean, I can make a
Should
river.
we? Here,
No!
I'll do it too. Hold on. Oh, I don't know
Do
if we
any
have
of us
it.
know if there's a river nearby?
We were just taking in the sights.
What are rivers, really?
A river's
They're an
real.
enigma.
Decimal's gonna start
We should
flipping
have-
some cards between his fingers. Wow, we're off to
Lincoln
a
is just
fantastic
he's
start,
just
everyone. This
taking
is
in the
fantastic.
sights. He's just
Literally
looking
nobody here
around.
knows what a river is.
A
What are rivers?
13 is our highest.
So,
We're doing
No,
great.
12 is highest. The 13 was the investigation from earlier.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
yeah, no.
right.
most of you are kind of confused as to what a river might sound like. So you don't. You're not even sure if you would hear a river if there was one nearby.
Should we go ask for directions?
That seems like a good idea.
I mean, in a whole
Find
town,
the
finding
council.
one of 3 people might not be super easy.
Well, as you gaze
I mean,
Very
you've
out
got-
at the town, you notice that a lot of the buildings are gray and kind of like melting. You know, when someone gets really sad, they kind of just crouch over. That's what the buildings are doing. But you see, there are a number of buildings in the center of town which are still standing proud and tall, and one of them has a light in the window.
Shall we
hey,
assume that there's someone living in
Lord,
there?
Thompson.
I think that's a safe assumption to make.
Agreed. Let's go check it out.
Yeah.
Should I
So-
roll a quick history check to know more about the town?
Yeah, sure.
Oof.
Oh, wow.
I don't know shit.
no.
Unfortunately, you've never heard of Timeless Hollow. You barely know anything about the Pixar Protectorate itself.
Ah, boy, this does not have good portends.
Millie hikes up her big fluffy apron skirt and is like, "Let's get going then," and starts just kind of waddling towards the building with the light on.
Okay.
No, wait, no, I take that back. She looks back and kind of motions at Tutu Kid specifically. She's like, all right, let's go.
Okay.
Because
okay,
she's only known that child for like 5 minutes, but that is her new grandchild at the moment.
I love it.
So valid.
All right. As the 5 of you walk towards this building with the light on, you notice that the one beside it has a tower and there's a bell in it. And as you get closer, you guys see a fountain in the middle of the town. And you walk in front of the door, and there's a sign that says the Lazy River.
Oh, is that what a river is?
I did have a
It's a
suspicion.
building. Why didn't they just say building?
Well, presumably the Lazy River is the name of the building.
Are all
Okay.
rivers buildings? It's been a while since I've been out of my shop. I apologize.
I did
If
think
you're
this
sure
was
then.
funny.
Maybe in this town.
One thing I do have to mention is as soon as Tutu Kid saw the bell, in the picture that I posted, you'll notice that most of the time they have like semi-slitted eyes. Their eyes immediately go whoop, and they don't do anything yet.
It's silly mode time.
No. Not yet.
The bell is really far off the town. It's a bell tower.
Like I said, they're not going to do anything about it yet.
Okay.
But
This
the
changes
moment they
nothing.
catch even a glimpse of it, their eyes go. Whoop.
Okay, I just
Oh my
want to make
God.
that clear.
Okay.
So, are you
Okay.
guys
So,
going in?
um, Millie
I
is
will.
going to gesture at one of the someone else to hold open the door for her because she's a grandmother and she doesn't need to open doors like that.
Lincoln will do it. He's gonna walk over and kind of like do like a little bow and like gesture with his arm.
Oh,
For
what a
you.
gentle person! And she ushers Tutu Kid along as well,
Oh,
ignoring
I'm
how
gonna
they
go in
look
the
at the
window, but
bow.
okay.
So, as you guys walk in, you notice that all of the furniture is made with driftwood. It's very nice, actually, like handcrafted. Uh, right now, you seem to be at the top of the building. There's a staircase that leads downstairs. There's a counter in front of you, which has a giant sign on it that says, "Go downstairs." To your left, there's kind of like an alcove with a seat. There's a cushion on top of the handmade chair there, and a little table.
Millie is going to call out. She's going to be like, "Hello, anyone home?
You
Hello."
hear from downstairs. Down here.
Well,
Seems like they're
I am.
downstairs.
Tutu Kid is gonna roll an investigation on the couch cushion, because like they have to know if it's really as soft as it looks. They rolled a 1, so they don't even know what a cushion is.
So you
They like stare really hard, and then they look up, and when they look up, they've got like the squiggly eyes, and they're like, "I don't know what anything is anymore."
Is anything
you
real?
touch it, and you're very surprised. It does not feel like a cushion. You have no idea what this thing is.
I've been lied to.
The cushion is a lie.
Tutu Kid like grabs onto Millie's skirt and like huddles up with them. Like, if I can't trust cushions, I can't trust anything. Rivers,
Millie-
where are they?
Millie pats. Millie pats Tutu's kid. Millie pats Tutu Kid's head very softly. She's like, That's all right. It's all right. I'm sorry. Not everything in this world is plush cushions, I'm afraid."
But it's on a couch. So what?
Well, down the stairs I go.
Down the stairs you guys go.
Yeah.
Millie is too busy trying to comfort a
meander
child.
over. Still smirking. You get the
Also-
feeling the smirk is a permanent thing.
Also, I don't know how short Tutu Kid is, but Millie's pretty short, but she's still gonna try to scoop them up.
I think you can probably manage that. If not for height wise, then absolutely for the gag. Because
For the gag.
that would totally work.
So-
It also helps that Tutu Kid is pretty short.
Do we have
Millie
two
is also
tiny?
pretty
Do we have
short.
like 2 tinies and 3 tall guys? Is that how this is working?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have to roll to go down the stairs because our luck, it's gonna kill us all, right?
You don't have to roll to go down the stairs. I was just waiting for people to finish so I could describe the downstairs to you.
Do we have to roll to go down the stairs, or can we
No,
just like
no,
say,
no,
"I'm
no,
gonna
just
go down the
walk
stairs"?
Down the stairs.
Okay.
You all
Well,
know how
Millie.
to walk down the stairs. It's okay.
Theoretically.
Making sure.
We don't know what rivers are.
we don't know what cushions are. We don't know what rivers are. How do we know how to walk downstairs? Millie is like kind of holding Tutu Kid, and she's going down the stairs now.
Alright, as you all come down the stairs, Millie and Tutu Kid bringing up the rear, you notice this very kind of large room. It's very cozy. It's the kind of feeling cozy and calm, and there are more seats with those cushions on them and larger tables. This is a tavern. There's a kind of tall-ish. You're not sure. He's about 3/4 Larry sized. He looks like that. Kind of a lizard with a mohawk of strands coming off of his head. And he's standing behind the bar, just generally cleaning it. He gives you a nod. The other person in the room is covered in a black cloak, and from the Z's coming from them, you can tell they are fast asleep.
How do they both look healthy?
You're not sure about the one sleeping, but the one behind the bar definitely looks 100% healthy. He's never had a day in his life where he took a sick day kind of healthy.
Well, there's
That's what
one
you
and
wanna
two.
see.
Where's number 3?
Hi, I'm Tutu Kid.
Who are you saying this to, Stu?
I'm saying it to the lizard.
He, smiles at you. His eyes are closed, but he's definitely smiling at you. He says, "Hello, little one."
Millie waves hello with the wing that's not supporting Tutu Kid.
Decimal will doff his hat with a flourish.
He, gives a nod to both of you.
Pleasure.
Hello.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure.
Might I ask who the individual catching the 40 wings in the corner is?
Is this, oh, dang it. Hold on a minute.
Hubby.
I'd like to
Doggo.
reassure
Doggo.
you guys that will inevitably also happen to me. It's part of the ambience, okay?
Exactly.
It's
There
just
is a
dog.
dog.
That's
third.
exactly.
Number 3 is a dog.
Yeah, it's just a dog. Population dog.
Okay, I'm, back. So, the lizard behind the counter says, oh, he's someone. He came a couple of days ago to investigate what's going on. You might want to have a word with him.
Do you know what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know everything, but it's strange. People disappearing in the middle of the night without even
Oh,
so
that's
much
bad.
as a poof.
How many people
Without
did
even
y'all
a
used to have?
poof.
How many people did y'all used to have?
Well, before this all began, there were 30.
Tiny little town. Oh, adorable. Pardon.
Yeah, we're a small town. Not very big, but,
And your name,
oh,
sir?
I'm Eddie Alizard. I'm the bartender here.
Mm. My name is Millionaire, the milliner of. Well, I am a milliner.
The milliner of wherever you go?
Absolutely. If there's a head, it must be hatted. Speaking
I
of
don't
which,
have a hat.
and she looks at Eddie, and she's like, "You need a hat."
Oh, you would look good in a hat.
I'd have to
Bubbles,
agree with that.
Can I roll to look through my hammer space?
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm trying to remember how that works again. It's just I roll like a.
It's a
I think
percentile, I believe.
it's a D10, and if you hit a 1, then you have to re-roll.
Yeah,
And
it's a
comedic
percentile with
things
10% chance of messing up. If you mess up, it increases to 50% until original items found.
Wait, you didn't. Wait, did you? Yeah, you did.
Oh, nice, you're fine.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
only a 1, aka a crit fail, that you have to reroll.
Okay, so she pulls out just a little newsboy cap that for some reason matches really well with Eddie's outfit. You're not sure how that happened, but she pulls it out. She goes, "Here," and she puts it on his head. Or at least she tries to. I don't know how tall he is, but she tries to.
He's kind of tall, but he leans forward so you can put it on his head. Well,
Wonderful. Now he has a hat.
Tutu Kid claps.
Free hat's a free hat.
Free hat is a free hat.
That's certainly very true.
Okay. Now that man has been hatted.
Are you being?
I don't think we're being quiet.
We're
Decimal's
definitely
just
not
leaning
being
against the wall by the stairs, looking amused at this entire thing.
Okay.
I mean,
Alright.
definitely not trying to be quiet. That's for sure.
The sleeping tune in the corner over there goes. So you almost woke him up, but no.
Alexa will walk over to him and kind of tilt until she's like basically almost her head's almost upside down and she tries to look under the hood.
So as you try to look under the hood, you only see that he is a snout with a black nose at the end of it, and two eyes which are definitely closed.
Haha. At least we know that they have a nose and eyes. And we can probably assume a mouth, judging from the fact that they were snoring.
Perhaps you should awake him. He may be the person we're looking for.
Are you the person? She'll turn over to the barkeeper. Are you the person that hired us?
I didn't
So
put
not
out
the-
any flyers if that's what you're asking.
Okay, and then she'll poke the guy in the nose.
Tutu Kid is gonna roll acrobatics to slam into this guy's gut with a flourish.
No!
Okay.
Oh no.
Is Tutu Kid flying through my character?
Hold on.
I mean, there
Just
is a
about.
gap between like her torso and her hip.
That
Yes.
actually, so Tutu Kid, you fly through the gap and you hit this sleeping tune, and ow, your head hurts. Like,
Ow! Do I take damage, or does it just like hurt?
It just hurts. You don't take damage. It's just that his stomach is very, very hard.
Abs of
Ow.
steel!
That man got an 8-pack.
I immediately start
I heard
applying
he
a
was a
bandage to Tutu Kid's head.
Oh, I think I need another one right here, and another one on my nose, and another one on my fingers. Tutu Kid is not actually injured. Tutu Kid is just now insisting on being covered in bandages.
But
I only have a 10
Millie
pack.
leans over with a flourish and applies a little beat kiss right on the spot that like is hurting. They're like, this kiss is magic. It heals. It doesn't really, but hey, kids don't know that.
Kids never know that. Tutu Kid is immediately well, but they're still asking for bandages on this finger and over on their elbow. And
Lincoln's just gonna walk forward and he's like, I think you don't need one right here on the other elbow.
okay,
yeah,
so
I gotta be balanced, which means I need another one on this finger. And you can just assume that this is happening in the background while whatever consequences happen over there.
yeah,
The three of us are just.
the tune does react to being poked in the nose. He immediately stumbles backwards and flips over the back of his chair and falls on the ground.
Oh dear. Are you alright, friend?
I think he needs a band-aid.
No,
Agreed.
I'm perfectly fine. He pushes up from the ground and starts dusting off his coat. Oh, oh, are you the people who are answering my flyer? And he's
Yeah!
now.
Are you Vivi?
Yeah, Victor. Hi. And he holds out his arm extends towards you to hold out a gloved hand for you to shake.
Lincoln is going to instantly shake it. Pleasure to meet you.
Millie's
Pleasure.
just gonna curtsy.
Again, doffing the hat with a flourish.
So, how long have you been in this town in particular? And
How can we help?
Oh,
yes,
yes, and he looks over and sees the kid and stares for a couple of seconds and goes, "Oh no, oh no,
Hi, I'm Tutu Kid. I'm experimenting with pronouns, so you can call me he or she or they. I haven't settled on one yet, so you can use all of them.
Oh, alrighty then. So to tell you the truth, I heard there was some trouble here in this town, and I came here a few weeks back to figure out what it was, and I found out that people were disappearing. So I had my friend Rags stay behind to check it out while I went to go request some help, which is why you guys are here.
Is your friend Rags, is he the other person in this town?
No, when I got back, the three left were that bartender over there, the mayor.
His name is Eddie.
Yes, Eddie. You get the feeling that this tune is very tired. Like, he did not get a good night's sleep. Because he starts immediately yawning again before he continues. And, the librarian, which is in that weird bunker. I think he's very suspicious of everyone or something. I don't know. I, stayed up all last night trying to keep him from, I don't know, going anywhere. I don't know what's, there's something. People are disappearing. Oh boy.
I raised my hand even though I realized you couldn't see me. Can Millie roll insight just to see, like, besides the tiredness, what else is going on with this person?
Oh yeah.
Decimal will also do the same.
You really should get a solid 8 hours of sleep every night.
Oh
Absolutely.
man, that's only an 8, but plus my 9 is 17.
Oh gosh.
RJ, you're just showing off at this point.
Haha, I got a dirty
You're
20.
Perception and insight are the two skills that that Decimal has expertise in. I've got crap for most everything else.
Okay, so Decimal and Millie, you know what's up. You know, this guy who is very tired and was definitely kind of trying to hide something there. You know exactly what he was trying to hide. His friend Rags, he's kind of uncertain of, which is kind of weird because the way he said Rags was certain, but the way he said friend wasn't. The other thing is that seems really stressed. Really stressed out,
And not just from the lack of sleep.
not just from the lack of sleep.
Alexa will go to the bar and order a cup of coffee, as well as any kind of fruit or other citrus that the bartender might have.
Are we buying fruit? Can I have some fruit too? Please, 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 please. They're now doing the please hands and looking up with puppy dog's eyes. Please, 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 please.
He pulls out an apple from behind the counter and tosses it to Tutu Kid. And then he turns. to Alexa and says, to Silva, and places the coffee and the bowl of fruit down.
All right. Alexa will take a step away from Tutu Kid, and then will pay for the food and walk over to the person and offer them both to them.
Oh, that's really nice of you. He takes the coffee and immediately downs it, and then afterwards he's sticking out his tongue like, ah, it's hot.
Coffee
any
is
good?
a grown-up's drink.
Coffee is a grown-up's drink.
Yeah, and I'm 20. I'm a grown up. Jeez, Louise, kid.
Yo,
Decimal's gonna saunter over, kind of flicking his deck of cards through his fingers and sit down opposite from Vivi and go, "Now, I don't know if you know this, but I can see past the veil to a certain extent, and what I see tells me that you are a little uncertain of your friend here."
You don't mean us, right?
No, I hired you. You see, there's complicated, it's very complicated.
is it relationship trouble?
Oh no, we can help with that. We can make you two talk.
Absolutely. We
Exactly.
just
The problem with that about making us talk about it is that Regs isn't here. He was supposed to be here, and he's not. He's gone. Nobody's seen him for a while.
We have to find him. Right?
How long
Right.
is a while?
Well, I talked with and Eddie pipes up at this point and says, "Oh yeah, his the real kind you talking about? The man with the white hair? Yeah, that's him. Yeah, he hasn't been around for 5 days. Something like that."
almost a week.
When was the last time you saw him? Not day-wise, but location.
Well, here, because I left him here to... Oh, wait, are you asking Eddie? I'm sorry.
I'm kind of asking both, but directed at Eddie. Yeah.
Okay. Well, last I saw him, he was looking up at the old abandoned cathedral.
Is that the large lightning struck building?
Yeah.
I would assume so.
It's, not...
For comedic effect, could when someone say cathedral, like lightning strikes, like there's like a thunder sound.
It was a little late this time.
But yeah, just whenever someone mentions the cathedral, it's just there you go.
The lightning flash, it took a few minutes for the thunder wave to travel across. It's a little far out.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's, not very far from the middle of town here to get there.
What can you tell us about this cathedral?
Well,
Doom.
it's been there for, even before this place was built.
What do you worship there? Worshipping things and respecting what people worship is very important.
Well, I don't rightly know. Sure Mayor Pepperan might.
Are they still around?
Yeah, she's in, the town hall. You probably saw it. It's the tallest building in town. It has a bell tower.
The one with the bell.
The bell tower.
Tutu's
Can I
eyes
get
once
the-
again go whoop at the mere message of the bell.
Can I get the name again?
Mayor Pepperan. Pepperan.
Cool.
So we should definitely go investigate the mayor and maybe, check out the.
Millie turns to Vivi Victor and she's like, so you never fully explained what it is we're supposed to be doing here. I assume it has something to do with looking for your missing friend, and she puts it in little quotes. But is that all?
Well, I'm sure the people went somewhere, and I'm sure my friend went to go find them. So if you find my friend, you'll probably find the missing people.
All right then.
So we should definitely investigate the tower and also maybe check out the bell.
How certain does Vivi look that Rags went to go find the people?
Oh, he looks very certain that Rags went to go find the people.
Okay.
It's, the uncertainty was around the friend part.
Not around the...
Not around what kind of person this person is.
Okay.
So, Millie is going to look at Tutu Kid and say, what do you say for someone who gives you food?
Oh, thank you. I really like the apple. And they hold out the apple core, and it's not like the cartoony, like, two halves still out, and it's just the middle that's eaten. It's like actually fully eaten, aside from like the very veiniest part of the core and the seeds.
You're welcome, Eddie says, and he puts out a hand for the apple core.
Oh, thank you! I was gonna compost it, but then I realized I don't actually know how to compost. Thank you.
That's no worries. He puts it behind the counter. You hear a kind of noise like it's falling on other discarded food stuff, and then a replacement of a lid, like a chink, chink.
Alexa just watches the whole interaction with mild distaste.
I'm sorry, do you just hate children? That's out of character, by the way. That is very much out of character.
No, she hates apples. She's a doctor.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
You can't just drop the potion!
Alexa gets an inspiration point!
That was magnificent. Okay.
Oh my gosh!
Okay.
Okay, we can do this.
We can do this.
And recover.
So now that Millie has made sure that Tutu Kid has said thank you and all that, she's gonna be like, all right, let's go talk to the mayor, and she's gonna kind of once again usher Tutu Kid out up the staircase, because forget what all y'all are talking about. We got our plans, and this kid wants to see a bell tower. So we're gonna
Lincoln's
get a
going
bell
to
tower.
walk ahead and open the doors again.
Victor kind of just like lazily waves and then probably just
Goes back to sleep.
Yeah, he lays down on the ground.
Before we leave, Lincoln's gonna kind of like prop him back up in the chair.
Aw, that's sweet.
I guess I'll turn to the barkeeper and say, so how long has it been since people have started going missing?
Well, about 4 weeks or so.
Has it been in any like intervals or just random?
It seems to be at random. I just woke up one day and the owner of this here inn is just gone. My dear niece Connie just up and disappeared.
Has it been in like large batches, or is it just one at a time?
And as he pauses to think, you guys hear a very loud dong as the bell in the tower rings. Everyone hears this.
Oh yeah.
I wonder how that happened.
Builds up. Oh.
Um,
After the kid is left, we can catch the difference.
it like echoes throughout the town and kind of like shakes the building a little bit. Eddie kind of looks over at like the towards where the town hall is and kind of his brow wrinkles together like what?
Alexa will look down at like her arm where she's got like a little timepiece. It's 1 o'clock already. That doesn't seem right.
Someone must be playing. Turns back to say oh yeah, sometimes it's just one and sometimes I hear a couple.
Do you know the largest amount that went missing at once?
I think it was 4.
Now, does it happen at a specific time, or is it?
It always seems to happen when all of us are sleeping.
Is there any rhyme or reason as to who gets taken?
Nope. We thought in the beginning it was just the kiddos, but after that, a lot of adults were disappearing too.
Not the kids.
This is a tragedy.
And was there any? So the kids were taken first, and then the rest of the more adult townsfolk. Was there any like sign of break-ins at their locations, or did it just seem like it just happened?
No, as far as I heard, doors untouched. They looked locked. They're just gone from their beds. Like they
Horrifying. Thank you.
disappeared. You're welcome.
How?
The buildings outside, the ones that are kind of depressed, did that start happening at the same time?
Oh yeah, that happens whenever their owners are away for too long. You see, the buildings here in Timeless Hollow are essentially alive. They get real sad when their owners are gone for a real long time. Some of them hold up better than others.
Do they fall into disrepair?
Well, you saw the ones that were gray while you were coming in.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the ones that are sad. They turn gray and then they start kind of leaning over or crouching down. You know.
Well, I'll have to give them a checkup once I locate the civilians.
Thank you kindly.
Is there anything else we need to know?
I don't rightly know. You may want to talk to the mayor.
I don't believe we caught the name of this cathedral.
The Eclipse
Oh.
Cathedral.
Roll credits.
I feel like one of us is getting struck by lightning before the night's out.
Yes, that would probably be a thing that happens.
Is there a
like
storm
that.
going on or something? What is that?
Oh no, the cathedral's always just like that.
Oh.
Well, I must say, I do like the atmosphere.
Not
Should
many
we?
do.
Should we go find?
It was just like the three of you, Cryptid D and RJ, right? That are still in the tavern.
I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's go to the outside. Or
Should we go find the others?
Are you gonna
Yeah, let's go find the others.
join the
I have no more
others?
questions.
Is there anything else?
Decimal will doff his hat as they're leaving. To Eddie and V.
Eddie nods. Victor says something as he's snoring. Just be safe.
What a polite fellow.
A sleepy.
So,
Boy.
what
So
were
I think
you two doing as they were questioning the bartender?
So, as we said in the chat, but I'm going to say it out loud, Millie was absolutely going into a huge, like, mini lecture about all the different types of hats and the difference between XYZ hat and ABC hat and blah, blah, blah. And I like to imagine the two kids just, like, got the sparkle-eyed, like, oh my god, this is so cool sort of thing, but I don't know.
Oh yeah. 100%. And they're like nodding along, and like it's pretty clear this stuff is going in one ear and out the other. But grandmas can never tell when that's happening, so they
Absolutely
see
not.
nodding and they're like, yes.
Oh yeah, grandmas can never tell. They just keep going.
Mhm.
And they're walking over to the bell tower to say hello to the mayor.
Okay, so as you walk up to town hall and the rest of your party joins you not too soon after, there's a door out front that's a blue door, and there are two brightly lit windows beside it. The tower doesn't seem to have a door on this side to enter it.
Tutu Kid is gonna roll stealth. That's a 7. It's probably not great. You guys see Tutu Kid start climbing up the tower, specifically not towards the windows, but towards the bell.
Okay, you're also going to need to make me an athletics check.
Oh, absolutely. Can I make it acrobatics?
There aren't any like handholds to climb the tower. It's just
Fair
bricks.
enough.
So you're gonna have to use athletics to do this.
Got a 15. How's that?
Decimal's watching with an amused smirk.
So the first few inches you're perfectly fine, and you start getting tired as you get about level with the windows, but you're still clinging there. You haven't fallen yet.
Could
Wait, so
someone?
do we see her?
Yeah, you
Well,
see this kid
Just rolled a
climbing
7
up
stealth.
the side of the tower.
Yeah, I failed my stealth. You guys see this.
What in tarnation? What is the kid doing on the tower?
Can Millie please cast Mage Hand to get the kid down from there or something? Because this kid is walking into danger.
Out of character, Mage Hand only lifts 5 pounds.
Yeah, so
I
you could
realize
probably
that.
like unhorse Tutu Kid from the tower, but someone would have to make a dexterity
Roll
saving throw to
Tutu
catch.
Kid.
How tall up are,
I
or
can do
how
that.
high up are they?
They're about level with the windows, so they're not actually too high up. Like, someone could easily catch them, or if they were tall enough, they could probably pick them off the tower.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I should just stretch out and do that.
Okay.
Just take them off the top.
I mean, Decimal's
Millie's
6'1".
having a mini.
They can reach.
Millie's
He can reach
having
up
a
and grab.
mini heart attack.
Can Tutu Kid roll athletics another time to try and get up fast enough that they can't be grabbed?
I'm going to stand underneath, ready
I would
to
have
catch
to
Tutu
say,
Kid.
both of you roll initiatives. so I know
Oh
who's
my
gonna.
god.
Wait, who? Who's rolling initiative?
Tutu Kid and the person trying to get Tutu Kid.
Oh no, Decimal's just watching with a amused smirk. If someone wants to get him to get them, that's fine. He'll do it.
I think
But-
Lincoln
Millie-
is currently trying to get Tutu Kid down.
Oh,
I think Lincoln's
okay,
like underneath, ready to catch, but I think Alexis.
Millie is just gonna roll Mage Hand and try to like very gently bat them off of the.
Okay, so Snail, roll a strength saving throw as Millie tries to pick you off the side of the tower.
My strength is not great. I hope that the dice will be nice to me because I need this.
Crit fail, crit fail.
A 14.
Millie, roll a strength check.
Okay. Oh God. Hold on.
Using your spellcasting ability instead of strength because
Dang
you're using mage hand.
My spellcasting is. Ooh. Okay. I'm trying to. It's been a really long time since I've played a spell casting
You're
character.
a sorcerer, so that's
what's-
your charisma modifier plus I don't know.
Proficiency?
First proficiency.
Okay,
20
because I'm
proficiency.
proficiency in charisma or in the
In
modifier
charisma,
because they can.
because
You're,
your mage hand.
for simplicity's sake, you're essentially making a spell attack. Because that's
Oh,
what that
okay.
is.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Your spell attack modifier is 3?
Tutu Kid, you try so hard to cling against these bricks, but your fingers are slipping. And
Can I try and catch them?
Yep, make a dexterity saving throw. Or dexterity saving throw.
I would like to be clear that no I did earlier is what Tutu Kid said, not just me.
No.
Oh yeah, you catch him just fine. Although you kind of tip over a little bit and have to stumble to keep your feet.
Begin 10-minute scolding lecture about climbing buildings.
Climbing random buildings. Grandmother
Well-
Millie is like, you don't just do that, especially not with proper headwear. And she reaches into her hammer system for comedic effect. I'm going to pull out a helmet.
Okay.
And it's like,
roll hammer space.
okay.
Oh, we doing this, baby. You're good.
Yep, you got it.
How far up is the bell?
Very.
It's pretty high. Like Eddie said, this is the tallest building in town. So the bell is pretty much at the top.
Like in regards to feet, would that be over 30 feet?
I didn't actually map out how tall these buildings
Oh no,
are.
you're fine. You don't have to worry about it. I'm just asking for a
So,
spell.
it's 3 houses. Houses being like, regular size house. It's 3 houses tall. Is the tower.
Yeah, so it's probably out of the spell range.
Yep.
Well, if you guys don't want me to climb up there, then what do you guys want me to do?
There's probably a ladder
climb
or a
up there.
stairwell
Probably.
inside.
So,
Yeah, there's
at all
probably
the
stairs
shouting,
inside.
The door opens and a nervous-looking hummingbird tune comes out, and she's all like, "Oh goodness, what are you doing?" She's
I'm trying to climb the tower, but they won't let me.
Watching these idiots make a fool of themselves.
No. You shouldn't do that. That's bad. If you wanted to go up there, you could have just come in and asked me.
But the door was closed, and I was trying to do it sneaky like so they wouldn't notice, but then they did. Ugh.
She crosses her arms very rapidly and looks down at you like, Missy, you should not do that. It's dangerous.
But
Also, that was your attempt to be sneaky. It wasn't very good.
I'm really
Millie
good at climbing.
Millie steps in and she goes, Madam, your name, please? Madam.
I'm the mayor, Pepper Ann May.
Mayor Pepper Ann, my apologies. My name is Millionaire. We're supposed to be keeping a much, much closer eye on this little one, and she once again pats Choo Kid on the head. But clearly, I was not clipping. I'm keeping a close enough watchful eye, and that is my fault for that. However, we do hope that we and I completely lost track of what I was saying as I was saying it, but I imagine she says something like an apology, and then also, hello, we're here to help with something going with the cathedral. Ba-boom!
I'm sorry.
Just imagine that came
I've
out
just
really
had,
nice.
People try to climb that before, and it's always ended very badly. And I get so worried when someone tries again.
Oh, I understand completely. It's entirely too tall. No!
Too tall.
Pretty sure someone else said they were 20, not Tutu Kid.
It was Victor.
Victor was 20.
That's right.
Yeah, Tutu Kid is like in the 7 to 9 range. They're very young.
Very, very baby.
Okay, they're like half of Decimal's age.
So you're here for that. She takes out glasses from her pocket and puts it on, pushing it up her beak. So what do you need from me? My poor citizens have all been disappearing.
We were wondering if you might be able to tell us more about the cathedral over there. And he'll doff his hat over in the direction of the cathedral.
Yes, hold on, come with me. And she, turns around and walks back inside, throwing the door open. She catches a couple of papers that tried to escape in the wind the door made. And, as you follow her inside, you can see why, because this place is full of papers, stacks and stacks of it, reaching up to the ceiling, and she's digging around in them before she finds a book.
Can I interrupt very quickly?
Mm-hmm.
Tutu Kid is gonna roll stealth to try and sneak away again.
Oh my god.
Decimal still sees.
Can I please ask that you do that at least with disadvantage, because now
Yeah,
Millie's
roll
keeping an extra close,
disadvantage.
because Millie is like this.
Yeah, either way,
14
Decimal still sees.
Dang it! Does Decimal tell anybody?
Decimal will put a hand on their shoulder and go, "Your stealth needs work, my diminutive friend."
Well, then you should teach me, okay? Just I don't want to do this. You're not gonna tell them.
Admittedly, while it would be rather hilarious to watch you attempt again, now is not the time.
Do it better this time. I figured out the way to do it better. I won't even
He'll shuffle them back into the room.
Oh.
The whole time, Alexa is standing there staring at all this paperwork and being like, "Oh no, this needs to be filed. This is no."
Oh, you can see behind one of the stacks there is a filing cabinet, but it's being blocked by the stack.
Does it at least look used?
You can see it looks full to bursting.
I guess that's some comfort.
So she finds this book and she's like, is this just... and dives into another pile and comes back out with a book and a couple of notes, and she says, "Here, these are everything I have on that place."
Is it nice? Do you worship there?
No, most of us in town worship at the temple. It's to the left corner. Unfortunately, the cleric there is also gone.
Did she say she held out a book?
Yes, she held out a book and a couple of notes.
Decimal will take the book and start leafing through it.
Can I get the notes and start doing the same?
Mm-hmm. The notes seem to be scrawled. They're almost illegible, but just barely readable. It's clear there are certain. It's kind of like, you know, that wall where the person is connecting things to other things. That's what these notes are.
Yes.
Well, maybe the cathedral is sad that people aren't worshiping there anymore, and it's just whoop, whoop, whoop to try and get people into the cathedral. That's my hypothesis.
So,
Hypotheses.
what you figure out from the book is that the cathedral was created by an angel who follows the light named Rain Wanderpath. And she created it to hide a being known as Gust at the top of it who had lost his memories. And when she was done with that, she came and down to where this is and created Timeless Hollow.
While they're
At least that's
reading,
what you got the gist.
while they're going through the book, could I pull out a like a bottle of water and offer it to the mayor?
Sure. Roll the hammer space.
So what was it again?
It's
roll
just
a
a D10.
And if you roll a 1, you pull out something nonsense and have to roll again.
A 10 is fine.
Nice.
So she readily accepts the water and takes a couple of very quick sips. Thank you.
Hydration is key.
I'm afraid that I might have had too many cups of coffee this morning.
You shouldn't have too much coffee, even if it is a grown-up drink.
Well, you see, I have a lot of paperwork. And she
I do see that.
looks with apprehension at the stacks and stacks of papers.
Can I
Maybe
just
after-
start trying to sort that while they're looking at the books?
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy. This is gonna be interesting. It's just the exclamation, it's not. Well, there's number 1!
Dice parser, what? Okay, so you start off strong sorting these out, and then you find something that doesn't match the piles you made, so you make a new pile, and then you start finding others that don't, and you make a new pile, and it's getting to be a lot. There are more piles now than there were before.
I'm just reorganizing the mess.
You're moving chairs on the sinking Titanic, bud.
Pretty much.
And the whole time she's just like, okay, this is improperly filed. This has an 8 hoop. This is written in crayon. Oh dear.
I am delighted.
Oh, this is wonderful.
We do love
Part
this.
one
We
out
love
of
this.
character thing.
Gain an inspiration point for your trouble. Snail, what was that?
I just wanted to ask, do you want me to put in the game zone and pin the hammer space table, since we're going to be doing that every time we try to pull something out?
Yes, please.
Yeet.
That would be very helpful.
Everybody else can continue talking as I really quick clear it up.
So we've got information as to what the cathedral boom is, what's going on with that, and what we're doing is we're just going to go check it out.
And find the friend. We can't forget the friend.
Yes,
So,
of course,
right
and
now-
find the friend.
At
We got the
present, it seems
friend.
like this cathedral is our best guess.
Who's the last member of the village that's still around?
Oh,
Heartless, the
The
librarian.
librarian in the bunker, right?
Crazy old bookworm. Yeah, he built that bunker because yeah.
Should we pay him a visit before we go?
I mean, if you like, but you're probably going to have to persuade him to let you in.
Oh, I can handle that.
It's worth
Is
a
the
shot.
bunk is the bunker part of the library?
The bunker is the library.
Well, if it's a public library, why would it be locked?
Who said anything about it being public?
He doesn't like people that much, and once this all started to begin, he closed it up and started vetting people.
That's not what a public library is supposed to do at all, right? And Tutu Kid like sidles over to Lincoln and is like, right? That's wrong, right? We're making angry faces, right?
You're doing good. You're doing good.
Okay,
That is
okay.
correct.
That's not what a public library is at all.
Nix, what are you? Nix, no, Nix, stop, no.
What are you gonna do? And she kind of shrugs.
Leave him in his box, I suppose.
Well, he might have some information about the cathedral. Boom.
Bum bum.
Well, if it is a library, as you say, it would make sense.
Tutu Kid shoots up a hand.
Yes, yes.
So you said if I'm not allowed to climb the stupid tower, I could just come in and ask, can I get up to the bell tower, please? Please.
Yes.
Yay!
Take you
Oh, wait,
up
that might
there.
not be the best idea. Oh, they're already leaving.
And she
Millie is following close behind because that is her new
Lincoln.
grandchild.
takes
Lincoln will
Tutu's
follow.
hand and then immediately walks outside, walks around the building. She walks very fast.
No!
So, Snail, I need you to make a dexterity check to see if you can keep up or if you start flying.
3. A 6!
Oh no!
So,
Oh no.
halfway around the building, Tutu Kid's just flying behind the mayor as she mumbles to herself, keeping a gentle but very firm hold on the child's hand.
I want to be clear. Tutu is not disappointed. Tutu is delighted.
And around the back, you find a red door, which isn't actually locked because she just reaches out and opens it.
Behind door number 2.
And then the two of you rush up the spiral staircase all the way to the top.
Whee!
Which there is a trap door right underneath the bell, and you come up underneath it. And then,
Yeah, Tutu Kid's eyes are currently stuck at Zoop!
so
Silly mode time.
she
It's silly,
is
so-
now standing with you, Tutu Kid, at the top of the tower, underneath the bell,
What are you-
and she turns to you and says, Now, I'm going to keep a hold of your hand, but you can ring the bell if you would like."
I really want to. I really
It's gonna be so
want to.
loud up close.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, you guys. If you look at Alexa, you can just see that there's a kind of mute symbol on her screen.
Decimal will duck back into the building and hands over the ears.
Millie's
Lincoln is
just
going to
got
stand up
her
because
like
he does not
little
have
wings
ears.
clasped together. She's like, "Oh dear, this is so sweet." Like she's like, "Oh."
Does Tutu Kid have to roll to ding the bell?
Nope, just say how many times you dang it.
I'm gonna go for 7. We're gonna see if everybody else lets it go along for 7. But Tutu
Whenever
Kid's
the
gonna
bell-
try for 7.
Tutu Kid, roll
Whenever
a
the bell
Constitution
bongs.
saving throw. You are
Oh,
right
no.
underneath this bell as you ring
Oh
it.
no.
So here's the secret. Tutu Kid is actually pretty decent in Constitution. No,
Not with a one.
Not anymore.
And that's how Tutu Kid
Oh my
exploded.
God. This is why you don't start your rolls with. Now, the thing is, they're actually pretty good at.
heck you guys.
That's just asking for trouble.
Okay, Tutu Kid takes 1 point of damage. Of thunder damage.
No,
And
it's
I hope you know that they take this point of
That's a moment
damage.
for out of context D&D.
I hope you know they take this point of damage, but then, like, as soon as their head stops ringing, they do reach for the rope again. They are child. They don't learn from mistakes yet. They're working on it.
I'm not gonna make you roll
I love
again,
this
just-
server so much.
Just know that you took 1 point of damage, and you're probably going to take disadvantage on any perception that involves hearing for at least 4 hours.
All right. I will mark that down.
Nix, what is it?
Little
Tutu
side
Kid is
note.
absolutely delighted that nobody has made a move to stop them after they got hurt and then started ringing the bell again.
Well, Pepper Ant's just sitting there holding your hand, waiting it out. You know how computers blue screen? That's her face. She's blue screening right now.
Is anybody else going to try and stop Tutu Kid, or do we get the full 7?
I think
Decimal
We're
is
gonna-
far too amused by this entire thing.
Lincoln has been casting prestidigitation to create like fireworks whenever the bell would go off.
yeah,
Lincoln,
Alexa's
you
just
are now
muted down
Tutu's
at the bottom.
favorite. This favorite thing is going to be hopping around the entire group nigh constantly, but at this particular second, you are Tutu's favorite.
Yay!
Yeah, no.
All right.
Millie is just like, you know, that thing where she's like screaming on the inside, but she's trying to be super supportive on the outside. She's got that look on her face right now, looking up at the bell tower.
All right. So now, Pepper Ann stutters. All right. Are you done, sweetie?
Yeah, okay. Thank you. It was really nice of you to let me ding dong.
You're welcome.
Chuchukin is grinning.
She leans
And, like-
over and whispers, "Do you want to take the quick way down?"
What?
Don't yeet the kid off the top of the bell
Yeet the
tower.
child.
Please do not yeet
They're
the
not a
child.
monk.
child.
They can't slow fall.
Not eat the child.
And she shouts, "Do you
That would
want
be
to take
that would
the
be
quick
funny
way
though.
down?" Yes. Was that a yes?
Immediately, Tutu Kid says yes.
Okay, so she pulls Tutu Kid to the edge, and she jumps with Tutu Kid.
She's not dropping me, guys. She's going with.
Decimal shouts, "Do a flip."
Can I roll acrobatics to try and do a flip?
Millie screams.
Yeah, go ahead and roll acrobatics. And after
Nice.
a
24.
triple flip, Pepper Ann casts Featherfall.
Nice.
Tutu Kid is like unable to speak. They're so ecstatic when they get to the ground. They're just like grinning and like clapping their hands and like flapping their arms around and like wiggling their feet, and like they're not even saying anything. They're so overwhelmed with how awesome that was. The mayor is currently their favorite.
Valid.
Very valid.
Millie's got like her one wing over her eyes, like she's like, oh my goodness, this child is going to be the death of me sort of vibe. Like she just had a miniature panic attack when they both just jumped, and yeah. They're fine. Everyone's fine. But still.
Don't worry, Miss Nair. They're all right. They landed safe.
She glares at whoever just said that.
Lincoln is going to back away.
She whips out her little, and hold on, I'm going to roll for space again for this.
Oh no.
She whips out her little feather duster and is like, why you?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, ma'am.
And she brandishes it threateningly. She's like, don't.
At this point, Tutu
Someone could have
the
been
mayor
seriously hurt.
touch down on the ground. The mayor lets go of Tutu's hand and goes, all right, I need a nap.
That was so cool! They're literally speaking in Grolix. They are so overcome.
Foaming at
Nice.
the mouth almost.
Oh my god.
What time is it?
Showtime! Sorry.
But like I said,
I mean, it is timeless hollow, but is it like...
Is there a sense of time? Is it like...
Roll an intelligence check.
Ooh, my favorite.
To see if you can figure out what time it is. Because there's no sun. You can't see the sun in the sky. There's just lots of dark clouds. Okay, is thinking that it's probably sometime in the afternoon.
Oh, good. My watch
Wonderful.
still works. Um,
Well, as you're watching your watch, the second hand bounces backward for a second. But then starts continuing forward as normal. Oh no. Hello? Hello? Hello, 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 did I lose you? Ah, shite. Oh, come on. No. Come on, connect. Connecting. Ah, peck. Come on. Why is it connecting? Finally. Come back. Come on, come back.
Bob's like nails what it's
Oh,
actually
there
like
we
to be a
go.
child instead of like, Heart, you're
welcome back.
My
Hey!
internet decided
Welcome
to
back,
drop
Hart.
me.
We love you.
We're so
Where
happy
did you
to-
last hear from?
I was telling, I think it was Lincoln about how the watch, the second hand jumped backwards a bit.
I think that was Alexa.
Okay, it
Right?
was Alexa then. I'm sorry.
Yes.
No, you're fine. I'm.
The second hand jumped back a little bit and then continued forward as normal. So
I
Huh.
don't like it.
Interesting.
She did ask. Alexa did ask, like while you were gone, when was the last time the mayor slept? Like she would ask her.
She starts blue screening again. You get a feeling that there are a number of people in this town who don't sleep very well.
It's because there's no lunar cycle. The sun comes out and it says, okay, time to wake up. And when the sun goes down, the moon says, it's time to sleep.
I believe it's also what has kept them from disappearing.
Oh,
that's
we
a
have-
good point.
hypotenuse.
We have a
That it-
panicking mayor, an overworked bartender, and a paranoid librarian.
Decimal will
Insomnia.
go over and put a hand on the mayor's shoulder and kind of comfortingly lean in and be like, perhaps you should go take a load off at the bar. The others will watch you, make sure you do not get whisked away, and then you can do the same for them.
Yes, thank you. That's a good idea. I haven't seen Eddie in a while. She just rushes off to into the inn.
So what's the likelihood Victor's still there when we get back?
You don't know.
We haven't even
that's
left.
Alexa asking the
Oh, Alexa's
party.
I mean, do we want to check right now? We could do it really quick. Just poke our heads in and say, hey, is Victor still around? And if he is, then we know you gotta be watched. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Confirm our hypotenuse.
To be fair, he was sleeping before we walked in.
Oh,
I think
yeah, that's a good
Eddie's
point.
got him.
That is a
I do
very good
believe
point.
he mentioned that people on your take home and everyone was asleep, so if you have someone on watch.
And
Well,
Mr. Eddie's got an eye on him.
So they just gotta take, like, shifts.
I think I think they should be fine. On the other hand, though, I am morbidly curious as to just how that librarian fellow is holding up.
Yeah, we
Though at
gotta
the same
check on
time,
him.
though at the same time, with the amount of danger that this one, and she gestures towards Tutu Kid, has been getting into, I think it'd be best if we just went on our merry way toward the cathedral. Bum bum.
Well, if it's
Tutu Kid immediately has a halo over the head. They're like, who, me?
if they're in a bunker, there isn't much they can fall off of.
Decimal is shuffling through his cards again. And you notice now, they're not. This time they're not playing cards, they're a deck of Taroka cards.
Can you play with those?
Not in the way you'd imagine. It's Taroka cards, they're D&D's tarot cards. But there are
And
there
Tutu
are
Kid's
less
like,
of them, I believe.
What are they if you can't play with them? And immediately ignores the cards.
Are you doing a reading?
I could, but this place is not. And he like shuffles them all into a pile again with flourish movements.
It's not right for your not playing cards?
There's something about this place that feels off to me.
Can Millie roll? Would it be Arcana to see the general magical vibe of this place?
I would think that you can get a vibe from an Arcana roll. So yes, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna do basically a magic vibe check on this place. what's the magic vibe of this town?
Just smack the town. Just smack it.
Smacking the. Ooh, nice, nice.
That's a 22. Okay. So you gather yourself and close your eyes just to get a feel for this place and how magical it is. And your feathers on the back of your neck start to kind of stand on end, and you kind of start floofing out. It's very, very magical here. Almost as if you're standing on a ley line of magic.
That would explain a lot.
Einquell is a very magical place, but among magical places, this is extremely magical.
Fascinating.
Okay, hang on. Everybody listen to the child for a second. Everybody, hold up. And
We're
Tutu
listening.
Kid, like, waves their hands around and, like, stamps around until they're sure that everybody's looking at them. They're like, okay, some of us want to go to the library, and some of us want to go to the cathedral. I think we need to do a group so that democracy can win. So, who wants to go to the library and then the cathedral? Raise your hand.
I love this kid.
They're great. I love them so much.
Millie does not raise her hand.
Lincoln raises his hand.
I think
Decimal
Tutu
shrugs in a kind of, what the heck way, and then raises a hand.
Democracy.
Democracy.
Okay, and who doesn't want to go to the library until after we've investigated the cathedral? Raise your hand.
Millie very slowly raises up her wing.
I don't really mind either way.
So we've got 2 for, 1 against, and 1 abstaining. Tutu, what do you vote?
Well, I thought that we should go to the library, so I am part of the people who want to go to the library because if we know more about the people here and, like, if we go to the library, then we might be able to be better prepared for the cathedral, and also we can make sure the librarian isn't dead.
It'll want to be.
Let's not assume that anyone's dead for now. Yes, dearie?
Okay, we can assume that, but it's a possibility. And Tutu kids like looking at the ground, and it's like you can tell that they're not like they don't really understand death, but they are totally like trying.
And he's like, this is way too dark of a conversation for the child.
So we go to the library, and then straight away we go to the cathedral.
Okay. So
I will support that.
As you approach the library, you don't even get to the door before there's a and there's this little like window above the door, and it slides out, and a one of those telescopes comes out, and it looks like a very purple eye is staring at you. What do you want?
Hi, I'm Tutu Kid. We're here to help.
With what?
With our powers. And our brains. And teamwork. Look, there's more of us.
The
Lincoln's gonna
telescope
wave.
pans across all of you, and then returns to Tutu Kid because they spoke last. Yeah, so what do you want from me?
We want to talk to you and make sure you're not dead and stuff. And, like, it's a public library, sir.
Roll a persuasion check. Tutu at disadvantage.
Oh, dang it. I was hoping it would be an advantage, but that's fair. They are, like, child.
Well, it's mostly because...
Okay.
Dirty 20.
He didn't sound like he was the most personable person.
He's not very personable. Oh my god! A dirty 20!
Oh my god.
A dirty 20 is the winning roll, by the by. I got a higher roll on the second one.
Oh my god.
Tutu is...
Tutu is
You just can't say
unstoppable.
no to that face. You really can't.
Fine, but only in the first level. And the telescope kind of winds back up into where it was. The little window shuts, and the door goes clicking, and the kind of like wheel turns, and it immediately pops open.
Tutu Kid runs in.
So,
Decimo follows at a more sedate pace.
you come in upon this kind of balcony sort of deal, and to your right is sitting a medium to large size Upian caterpillar. He's purple. Beyond the railing is levels and levels of books. There are so many books in here, it smells like a forest, pretty much.
Hi, I'm Tutu Kid. We met outside. My pronouns are variable, so you could use he or she or they, because I'm still deciding what pronouns to use.
The caterpillar leans over and looks through his tiny glasses and goes, yeah, okay. See? I'm alive, and he wiggles four of his arms. What do you want?
I'm very glad for that. I wouldn't want you to be dead. That would be bad. Because you wouldn't be here anymore.
Yeah, kid. And then all of the grubby little people would get their hands on my books. So, what do you want?
We would like to get our grubby hands on your books.
No.
First of all, my hands are very clean. This is a lie. They are not clean. Tutu Kid holds up for inspection, so they can't even roll deceit. They are not clean. They're not like, dirty, but they are not clean.
Yeah,
behind Tutu Kid's back, Lincoln's gonna cast Prestidigitation to kind of clean up the hands a little bit.
So at first, Brooke is disgusted by the dirt and kind of just scooches back a little bit from Tutu Kid. You get the feeling that this guy is probably germophobic.
Would it help if we had gloves?
He has gloves on all of his hands. He's not even actually standing on the floor. He's on top of, like, a blanket.
If it helps, I do have gloves and masks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're so responsible!
Decimal is wearing gloves by default, and they've got fancy leather gloves on.
Millie's just kind of like watching, and she's kind of in the back, and this guy gives her, like, does not like this guy very much. So she's just kind of like...
So we're not going to touch any of your books, but we did want to know, what do you know about the cathedral that existed before the town existed? Because people are disappearing. Oh, hang on. Maybe you don't know. Hey, people are disappearing. That's bad.
Oh yeah, I've seen them disappear. They just walk up off into that cathedral up there. I don't sleep a full night. I take naps.
Well, that's another one for my theory.
That would explain your attitude.
Well, so everybody who disappears goes into the cathedral?
Yeah, I watched him walk right past my bunker here with my telescope.
Huh.
And you've done nothing about it.
The outside world is terrifying, my dear.
Well, if you sent a...
Off the top of your head, did they look possessed? Did they look like they were going under free will? Were they driven there by something?
They looked like they were sleepwalking. Their eyes were
Charmed.
empty, even though they were open.
Okay, wait. I have another hypothesis. What if it's only dangerous if you go in while you're sleeping? So as long as we don't sleep in there, we can go in and save everybody and get them out and, like, wake them up with a slap, because that's a good gag. And then everything will be okay.
You probably got it right.
You just want them to leave, don't you?
Yes. You don't have to say it out loud. He kind of glares at Alexa.
She gives them a grin and says, do you have any books on the mythology of the chapel?
What will you give it to me for trade? So I know.
And
to come back.
at this, Millie speaks up. She clears her throat. She goes, "Well, I never," and she bustles up. And she's really short, but she's like her feathers are floofing up. This guy has pushed all of her buttons. She is very mad because first of all, information's supposed to be free. Gosh darn it! So she goes, "First of all, your absolute attitude is ridiculous. My goodness, you call yourself a tune? I cannot believe it." And then she continues on. "Furthermore, we are here to support you. We are only here to support your town and make sure that you, yes, you specifically as well as you, General you, are doing all right. Furthermore, we..." Fuck, I forgot what I was saying. Hold on. I should just...
Nobody interrupt.
Hold on. Nobody say anything else. Information as it is a gift. You should offer it freely. You should offer it willingly. Instead, you sit here in your tiny little bunker all by yourself, lonely, and you hoard it. For shame. For shame.
Roll an intimidation.
We have
check.
done.
Sorry, I thought you were done. Go ahead.
I will, in fact, roll an intimidation check now.
Can we roll to, like, support?
Yeah, if you're supporting her, she gets advantage.
Because at the...
I don't think I need support.
Dang it!
Roll it again.
That's so valid.
They said they were going to support you, so just roll.
I mean, you might get a 20. You might get a 20.
Everyone's just mean mugging him behind her.
Never mind.
Yeah, no.
22 it is.
Okay,
During the intimidating
so,
snaps.
he did not expect this kind of verbal attack, so he kind of just curls up away from the scary bird and goes, "Jeez Louise, lady. I'm sorry, but I just... I wanted to
You
be sure
should
my books
be.
came back. I've had times where they haven't." Are one of you still holding the book that the mayor gave you?
I imagine we would have left it with the mayor.
Just let me know if you did.
I don't remember anyone handing it back to her.
I
Neither.
believe who had it? Who rolled the investigation on it?
It was not Tutu, I can tell you that
It was
for sure.
not Millie
wasn't-
either.
It wasn't Lincoln. I know that.
I think it was either Alexa or Decimal.
It wasn't
It
Decimal.
was-
No, because Alexa was
Alexa?
doing the paperwork.
I thought Decimal had it.
Oh, wait, the book from the mayor's
Yes.
place. Decimal has that.
Oh, okay.
Are you holding it, or is it in your hammer space?
No, it went into the hammer space.
Okay, so...
I can pull it out.
Return my books, and I get a little upset, because it's not all in order. The mayor hasn't even returned the book I loaned to her.
Tutu Kid's eyes zoom
damn it.
into...
Oh no!
So
Where's the
Roll
list?
on the table, I guess.
You gotta
Wait.
roll D20 again.
I was trying to be nice and pull the book out.
Wait, which one?
So it looks like you
Dancer
pulled out a
outfit.
dancer outfit.
Yeah.
Dancer outfit.
Wait,
Roll
hang on a
again.
minute. He has his own fumble table
on
somewhere.
Wi-Fi.
1 second.
Oh, he
Where
has
did I
his own
put his fumble table?
Oh boy.
Oh, now I have to
Meanwhile,
write
Millie
on the
is-
15.
table.
15 is a
Millie
crystal
is-
ball. He pulls a crystal ball out of his hammer space and it's like, that's not correct. Puts it back in, tries again. I forget. Does
another one again.
the DC go up after you fail? Oh, that's a 10. Doesn't matter. Alright, he pulls out the correct book this time.
My book!
Yeah, here you go.
And he grabby hands for it.
Decimal will pass it over.
He quickly checks it over and mutters about dog-earing pages.
How else are you gonna find pages if you don't just little whoop?
Use bookmarks. That's what
But-
they're for. Ugh. So,
Got him there.
what specifically about the mythology of that thing do you want?
Well, more on the, I believe it was the gust, or
Oh, yeah. The very large, whatever it is, sleeping at the top. Here, let me, find it. And he just kind of walks along the edge of the balcony, and then puts one of his gloved hands on the wall, and you hear a shunk, 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 and a book comes out. And he very gingerly takes it with so much care and replaces the other book into this shuttle system. And then still walking along with that blanket, and comes and gingerly hands the book to you.
Does it have pictures?
Who is he handing it to?
I guess he's handing it to Decimal, because Decimal gave
Oh,
his
cool.
back.
Alright. Decimal will take the book and carefully, with care, open it, and
Does
leaf
it
through it
have
gently.
pictures?
What languages do you know?
That's a good question. Where are my proficiencies? Common and Grolix are languages I know.
Okay.
What's it written in?
Not written in either of those.
Want me to take a look at it?
I can read more things. I can read many things. Let me see. I won't even touch it. Just let me see. Is
Alright.
it either in
Decimal
Elvish,
will kneel
Primordial,
down
or
and
Celestial?
hold the book out like a book stand.
It's Celestial.
Heck yeah!
Nice celestial.
So Tutu
Wait.
Kid, astonishingly, can read this.
Oh my god.
Okay, so, I'm glad I can actually read this. It says,
It says that there are at least 13 floors of the Eclipse Cathedral. Kerkroom! At the very top sleeps Gust, a being of myth and mystery. One who had lost his memory. Something had stolen it away and put him into a long, deep slumber. There he waits at the top, waiting for someone to return his memories to him, so that he may awaken once again.
and that's what it says. That's a sad story. So we gotta, find his memories, right? Clearly that's what's happening, do you think he's, taking people's dreams to, yank memories out of them, but we gotta find his so that he stops? That's my new hypotenuse.
I don't know about that, kid. That's been a thing for a while, but people have only been disappearing for 3 weeks. It may have had something to do with that odd, real kind who walked up to the cathedral, way long.
Did they have white hair?
No. This one had brown hair. And it was all kind of floaty.
Floaty.
Floaty?
I don't know.
Was it, hovering, or was it, actually floating? Because, hovering means that you stay stable, but floating, you can, go up or down. There's a difference.
Well, you know how people with hair, when they go in the water, the hair kind of just goes woof.
Yes.
Yeah, mine does that.
It was like that.
Mine doesn't.
So it was doing that in the air?
yes,
So-
hair.
So we've got 2 different real kind to worry about now.
Well, the friend one isn't necessarily a bad guy. They're trying to help.
Worry
We don't know for
doesn't
certain that this one is either.
worry doesn't
What?
necessarily mean a good or bad. It just means something that we should have in concern.
Okay.
And she's like, she does like the
You can hear the gears turning in Tutu Kid's head as they actually do try to remember this specific factoid of worry does not mean bad. Worry means something to keep in mind.
Decimal will carefully close the book and hand it back to the librarian.
He'll actually smile at this and very carefully, like, smooth it out and hold it to his chest. Thank you.
In response to the smile, Decimal removes his top hat with a flourish and bows.
Hey, I'm the one that actually read it.
and you did a wonderful job, Dearie. You absolutely did. Fantastic. I don't think
Tutu
anyone
Kid
else here
immediately
could.
is appeased.
And then Millie turns to the caterpillar and she's like glaring at him. She's like, just glares. Still does not like this guy.
He just kind of leans away from you and tries to gets a piece of candy out of his hammer space and it gently plops it on top of Tutu's head. Here you go, kid.
Tutu Kid immediately grabs it and like they almost unwrap it, but then they like rewrap it and they're like, is it okay if I save this for later? If I promise that it definitely will get eaten? Because like maybe we need it for the cathedral stuff because maybe people in the cathedral haven't had sugar in forever.
Yeah, whatever. Go ahead.
Okay. Tutu Kid puts the piece of candy very carefully in their hammer space. If anybody wants to roll an insight check,
Yes.
they may.
By the way, it's caramel.
Yeah.
Nice. 15.
All right. Anybody else want to roll?
I honestly thought he was going to give Tutu Kid one of those like strawberry wrapped candy things, like grandma candy.
Oh, those are.
No, that's what Millie has.
That's what Millie has.
Oh,
He likes
Okay, so Decimal, when you're looking at Tutu Kid as they put this away, you can see this is actually hard for them. They are actually really trying hard in putting this away because they really want the candy, but maybe the people in the cathedral will need it more, so they're saving.
Tutu Kid gets a brief pat on the head from Decimal.
Okay, so now that we know more, we should probably go to the cathedral and try to get everybody out. And then after that, we can go look for the gust memories. That's my newest hypotenuse.
Wonderful idea, sweetie.
Okay. And Tutu Kid like shrinks a little bit and then like looks at all of the adults in the room and is like, is that a good hypotenuse?
Decimal flashes a thumbs up.
that's a perfect hypotenuse, kiddo.
Absolutely fantastic hypotenuse.
If Alexa had if she had an actual tongue, she'd be biting it because she's trying so hard not to correct the child.
I will mention there's somebody in the room who might not have that urge.
The librarian gets a glare.
Alright, just get out of here.
Yeah, no. If anybody says anything mean to Tutu Kid ever, they will face the wrath of Millie and her feather duster.
Okay, bye. We're gonna come back and we're gonna bring all the people and we will make sure that they're clean when they get into your library, but it's gonna be a public library again, right?
Yes, just tell Connie that she needs to return the book she borrowed.
Okay, I will write down. And Tutu Kid hang on.
She borrowed 2 books.
Connie.
Tutu Kid does, in fact, pull out a notebook and very quickly writes out Connie O's book.
That's the bartender's niece, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh.
Tutu Kid then writes out Connie, Eddie's niece, O's book.
Question mark?
Tutu Kid like nods like that's really smart, and then does indeed add question mark after niece.
Do we need to transcribe anything else?
No, I think we've got the basics of it down.
Okay. Tutu Kid puts the notebook back in their hammer space. The notebook is, by the way, absolutely space themed.
Nice.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't it be?
Beautiful.
Okay, so like, I guess we gotta go to the cathedral now, right? We gotta help people.
Alright, so, y'all leave the library. The door closes and you hear the of it locking behind you.
That's good. He'll be safe.
Millie rolls her eyes. That good for nothing. Shakes her head. Anyway, shall we be off?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
We gotta help.
Alright, so, all five of you turn towards the, exit to town that leads up to the Eclipse Cathedral. And, it's not
As
gonna
we-
take very long to get there, but go ahead and roleplay.
As we meander over, Decimal will kind of cross his arms behind his head and just muse aloud. The angel that was said to have made this cathedral that put Gust up in the top also made the town. The buildings in the town get upset when their owners are away. I have to wonder if there's some correlation.
Ah.
Maybe the cathedral's sad that Gust is gone.
But Gust is there.
But is he
We don't know
really?
that.
Well, it's
So
established that.
wait. We gotta put things in order. So first, the cathedral was made, and then the town was made, and then like 3 weeks ago, a real kind somebody floated in to the cathedral, and then everybody started disappearing, and then the real kind named white hair boy went in, and then more people disappeared, and now there's only 3 left, and the houses are sad. Is that right?
I believe so. I don't think we're missing any more information.
I think so,
I
yeah.
do think. I think we'll discover more as we approach the cathedral itself.
I hope the cathedral's not sad because, like, the houses are already sad, and, like, it would be really nice if people just, like, worshipped at it sometimes because the cathedral has to be lonely at this point if nobody's been paying attention to it. Don't worry, Mr. Cathedral. I'll pay attention to you.
Crackoom!
Raccoon.
Also, is it going to do that every time anyone says cathedral?
Crackoom!
Eclipse Cathedral.
You have to say cathedral at least once in a sentence.
Cuckoo!
It even affects
Okay.
the DM.
It affects
Nice.
the players.
It affects out of character too.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm going to imagine that on their way walking to the cathedral, Millie is once again in a very long lecture about various types of hats, specifically the history of the sun hat and how over the centuries, and alongside that, and also the differences in materials and how they impact the way that it's made. And so she's just like going off about this, and I don't know if you guys are listening.
Oh, Choo-Choo Kid is absolutely listening. And, like, you get the sense they're retaining a little bit more this time. Like,
Just a little
like,
bit.
like when somebody's listening and it's like, I don't understand absolutely anything, but I will nod along, and like slowly I actually am learning something. They are totally enraptured by the lecture.
Yes, okay.
Alexa will
Absolutely.
kind of ask, so have you ever made a hat for someone whose head is about 1 foot long and 2 inches thick?
Yes, actually, I have. I've made a hat for just about every type of tune imaginable. Why, once I believe I'm still. Oh my goodness, I still haven't fully made that one. I was still in the middle of making one for an individual whose head was perpetually on fire. Quite unfortunate, really. I had to come up with a way to get it to both fit properly and also, not also remain flammable. And there was another fellow who recently came in.
Do not make it from asbestos. It is a hazardous material.
What's asbestos?
Something the real kind have.
What is asbestos? Is it like a pestis? That's
Yes.
walls, but they're like filled with pests. It's
Okay.
really not nice for the pests.
So as you're asking what asbestos is, you guys reach the cathedral. It is
Okay.
a lot more intimidating up close. It's dark, and kind of brooding, honestly, and there is a huge double door before you.
Millie sniffs. Could use for a little more decor in the front.
Leon's gonna go up and knock.
Of course you are.
Decimal will stay back a little bit out of sight.
Tutu Kid will
They
walk
just
up
got a
with them.
vibe.
As you knock, you notice there is a tinier door in the large 2 doors that you could open and easily go through.
You said Tutu Kid walked up with him?
Yes.
Can
He's
I
gonna
roll?
look at
Can
them.
I roll
Go ahead.
Arcana to see if there's any traps or anything on the doors?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or is that investigation? Like magic traps is specifically what I was looking for. So
Well, if you roll Arcana, I think you could probably find a magic trap.
if there are,
was
okay,
one.
that's what I'm gonna do then.
As this is happening, Lincoln's gonna turn down and look at Tutu Kid and say, "Now, see here, it is always polite to knock before you enter."
Okay, yes, I know. Manners are very important.
Exactly.
Okay, with that, you can determine that this door has nothing magical about it. It's just a regular door.
Wonderful. Okay.
So
How close are the windows?
They're very far away. They're very far up.
Okay, Tutu Kid is gonna say, all right, everybody, nobody yell at me, because I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do before I do it, so you can see that it's really, really safe. And they're gonna clap their hands together, and they're gonna cast Spider Climb on themselves. What this spell does is it allows one willing creature that Tutu Kid touches, which is themselves, by the by. They now have the ability to move up, down, and across vertical surfaces and upside down along ceilings. And also their climbing speed is currently equal to their walking speed. So Tutu Kid is going to like step up sideways onto the wall while it's still very safe and like show, ta-da, ta-da, it's safe. Now I'm gonna scope out, but it's totally safe. I can't fall.
Millie is staring very intensely.
Wait, hold on. And Death was gonna reach into his pocket and pull out a small steel mirror. Use this to check around corners.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
And they like look at their face.
And Tutu Kid still has the construction helmet that Millie gave them, right? From when they tried.
They haven't taken it off.
Good. Okay, so that's still on. Okay, just checking.
Oh,
Okay.
Alexa's basically running through a checklist of like, what materials do I have to help with broken bones? What materials do I have?
Okay, so
Literally, none of us have any faith in this child, but we're gonna let her do it anyway.
Oh no, Alexa is very much a I'll help when I'm needed type.
So, Tutu, when you get up to the window, roll a perception check.
Let's see.
I'm not going to make you roll at disadvantage because you are half elf.
All right. I got a 16.
So it is very dark inside, but what you can see is the outline of a staircase going up. On one side, there seems to be some sort of, like, screen over the wall. You see it kind of gently move in a breeze. And that's all you see.
Okay, I immediately go down and report and say what you just said.
Is what I saw. Do you want me to go up again and look at more mirrors? I mean windows? That's what I meant.
No, I think we should be fine. And the smaller door, that's open, right? Like we can just walk in there, it's not locked.
Yeah, you can open it. It's open.
Okay. Millie's gonna do that. She's just gonna walk in and be like, let's go.
I'm gonna hold up a hand and go, wait.
It's
Perhaps
too
we should
late.
be
You
slightly...
can't stop.
Okay.
Okay,
You can't stop the
Millie
grandmother.
walks in. Millie, make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Let me see here.
We didn't check for normal traps.
That's what I was going to say, and then I got cut off.
Can't
You
stop
think
the grandma.
she cares? She's gonna get so hurt. Okay.
Okay, so, you walk in, and your foot catches on something, and you plummet face first into the ground, pulling that something. You hear a noise, and light turns on, and
Boy, howdy.
A genasi man with long brown hair, piercing blue eyes, pale skin, and a dark outfit with a dark red lock symbol upon his chest appears on the projector screen. Hanging from his neck is a silver locket. He laughs as he walks away from the camera, making a bound man visible on the screen. The bound man's striking gold eyes stare out at all of you, his brow furrowing. Hello, Victor. I'm afraid you're too late to stop my beautiful plan. As you can see, I already have your muppet under my control. We've got a full room up here. The camera pans around to show a bunch of tunes, tied up or in cages, depending on how large they are. You may be asking, now what? What will you do, Cirrus? The camera pans out a little more, showing some sort of mysterious machine behind him. There are exactly 7 chairs lined up underneath it, with some sort of straps to assumedly restrain someone. In 3 hours, you'll find out.
And the projection cuts.
That's terrifying.
Oh gosh. Oh no.
Oopsie daisy.
This is no longer any... This is dangerous now. People's lives are at risk. We need to be careful. We can't afford to make mistakes like...
Tutu
Be
Kid is
careful,
now
we need to be
currently
quick.
on the ceiling because they jumped so far in fear, and Spider Climb is still active, so they are currently, like, dangling from the ceiling.
Alexa's gonna walk over and help Millie back to her feet.
Thank you. So this has gone from a supposedly, like, maybe magical, oh no, maybe the ghosty or something is mad. Now we've stopped. This is me talking out loud, by the way. This is not Millie saying anything. Now it's, like, straight up sabotage. Wait a second. Was the guy who was talking the person with the floaty hair?
Yep.
He
Like a Nazi.
definitely looked like he had floaty hair.
I'm going to move in further into the cathedral. I'm going to roll stealth.
Okay.
What's my stealth bonus? I think it's just +7.
By the way,
Yeah, it's just
if you
+7.
haven't seen the game zone, I've put the picture of the bound.
Yeah, I saw. I think that's
so
Rags.
cool.
Yes.
That
I
is
think that's Rags.
Rags looks so
Oh,
cool.
it's a dirty 20
Dang.
For stealth.
for stealth.
All right. You guys, you take your eyes off of Decimal for like 1 second, and he's gone. Where'd he go?
Oh no.
Tutu
Decimal
Kid
disappeared.
is Tutu Kid is also gonna roll stealth.
Okay.
Is
Alexa
it
will
alright
not
if I use
bother.
my inspiration point on that?
Yes, he can. So
Because Tutu Kid has gone from like alarmed to like there are several people who will be really, really hurt if this happens. So they're gonna be like spider climbing out of the door that they just came and like looking through the windows again to try and stop this fast.
Yeah, Decimal is looking around from the inside, seeing if there's any signs of where these people are.
Well, you have the staircase. There's literally no other way up into the cathedral. And,
Alright, sneaking up that way.
Snail, as Tutu Kid climbs along the side... Oh yeah, Millie, you suddenly wonder where the little child went, because she disappeared.
My god. Where did all these children go?
Technically speaking, Decimal is an adult.
Okay,
Barely.
but also everyone is
Barely.
everyone is definitely younger than Millie is at this point. So to everyone else,
That's
to
valid.
her, they're all children.
That's
How old
valid.
is Millie?
No idea. Just think grandma, and that's probably how old she is.
Decimal's gonna sneak up the staircase,
I don't actually know if she's actually grandma.
being
either.
very
I think it's
careful
also
not to trigger any more traps.
There doesn't
As we're
seem to be
walking-
any traps on these stairs. Tutu Kid, how far up are you willing to go?
So Tutu Kid is not afraid of climbing. Tutu Kid is probably going to actually be using the mirror that Decimal let them borrow to look in the windows, but they're going to keep climbing up and peeking through the windows until they find something that can help.
Okay, so you reach the second level, and you roll a wisdom save.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Who, Tutu Kid or?
Tutu Kid.
Okay.
I'm gonna do Tutu Kid first because they
Fair enough.
pretty much ran up the side of the building.
Yeah. A 15, not great, but not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I'm going to need you to roll one more. There were two things. That one was for one thing, and you're fine.
Oh!
Oh no!
The second thing, you start feeling nervous. Like really, really nervous about climbing. You have to be on solid ground. You're not on solid ground. Where is everyone else? Why did you leave them behind?
How could I have done this?
While Tutu Kid is having a panic attack,
Does Millie hear the crying child?
Yeah, but you hear it up the stairs.
Millie is rushing towards the crying child.
Okay.
before she gets out of range, can I cast Bless on her?
Who?
On Millie, Decimal, and
Decimal's already gone. You can't see him.
Decimal, unfortunately.
who can I still see?
The Dabber projector.
It beat the three of you. Four of you.
Yep.
Well, it's three. It's three people. So who's so?
Lincoln, Millie, and
You.
And you.
All right, that makes the targets easy.
literally, Millie doesn't even care about anything else, any other potential traps. She's like, I heard a child crying. I am on my way.
Okay. Millie, you rush up to the second floor. Roll a wisdom saving throw with
All
the
right.
+3 from Bless.
Add a D4.
It's a D4.
Right.
So what?
So roll a wisdom saving throw and then roll the D4 and add that to it.
Plus, how much? Well.
Oof. Add your D4. Add your D4. Oh, that's 10.
I get
10
a 10
total.
That's okay, because I'm pretty sure that makes it. Hold on, let me. Yes, that
Hey.
makes it.
Oh my god.
So
Oh my god.
Now,
D4 literally saved Millie.
as you
Oh my
run
god.
past Decimal, you watch Millie immediately zoom past you up the stairs and over to a window that looks out on where you guys just came from. Right outside the window is Tutu Kid having a panic attack.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself in response to that and keep going.
Millie's like, can she like get out of the, like, is the window open? Can she leave? Can she get to right where?
The window's not open, but you can open it. And Tutu's right next to the window, so if you opened it, you could probably pull Tutu inside.
Okay, well, Millie's gonna do exactly that.
Tutu Kid is still panicking because, like, they're supposed to be saving Spider Climb is cool and they can do it anytime, but now it's all wrong. There are people
So, with the strength of like a thousand suns, and this is obviously for dramatic effect, it's not actually going to happen like this. I'm just saying this for the sake of drama. Slams the window open, grabs the child, and is like, hello.
The window breaks and clatters far out from your grandma vibes, just decimating them. You KO'd the window. Good job.
You
Nice.
solved my window puzzle.
As the rest of you get up to the second level, I would like to ask you all to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's a dirty 20.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You're fine too.
That's a 17.
Yep, you're all perfect.
You're definitely fine.
There's some kind of weird mist up here. Now that you're all here, I'll explain what you see. It's kind of a dimly lit room. The floor, the walls, the carpet is all white. There are 2 doorways, one to your left and one to your right. And that's what you see. The doors are closed.
All right, so
Decimal's gonna. Nope, carry on.
let's not split up again. That was
Bad idea.
bad idea.
But I could climb, but then it didn't work, and everything was terrible, and people are gonna get hurt.
Okay, so for what I have a few requests. Heart, if it's all right, but I'm also gonna ask if it's all right, Snail, because this does involve Tutu Kid. Millie is basically like, so you know when you basically she's got Tutu Kid in her arms. They're both curled up on the floor, like wrapped around. Like this is a grandma blanket, basically. I would also like to have her cast the cantrip Minor Illusion to have like something bright, glittery, friendly-ish to kind of distract Short's kid to calm them down.
Oh yeah, 100% I allow that.
Wrong kid.
And I will also allow that Tutu Kid is just like sort of like so focused on what could happen that they're like getting in their head about it, but at something distracting them, they sort of like wipe their eyes and just go, I just don't want anybody to get hurt, and people are clearly gonna get hurt if we don't stop it.
It's all right. It's all right, dearie. You're fine. We can do this. We're all right. See, look. and she's got like a little glittery butterfly going by with her magic, and she's like, "Everything's going to be all right. We'll get through this. You'll be all right. You're doing just fine. Don't worry. We'll win this together, okay?
Okay.
You okay now?
Mhm.
Can you
We
stand up?
we gotta help.
I feel it should.
We
Karen.
we have to help. Can you get up now? Can you stand up?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I feel I should point out Decimal is still stealthed at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So they to the rest of you, he appears to appear out of nowhere when he goes. So which door should we go for then?
I'm completely
Lincoln
breaking that
status.
moment.
Lincoln makes a noise equivalent to like just like dial-up noises. Exactly. Oh, yep.
When in doubt, go left.
Gus was just like,
I go ahead?
"That's my bad. Sorry. I thought you noticed me."
Do we want to
It's
check
okay.
for traps?
Oh yes, that's a good idea. I'm going to do that because
Yeah.
rogues are good at that.
I mean, I could try it, but it won't end well.
Also,
real
Hart,
quick,
I see you rolling those d10s, and I am worried.
I am concerned as well.
Don't worry, you'll
That's
figure it out
that's a 17 to find traps.
Okay,
Did I add plus 8 to that?
There are no traps on this door, and it's not locked. It's a safe door. You're pretty sure.
I'm going to finagle
check-
the mirror back and then just
Did we-
peek through with it.
Did we check for magic traps?
Do you want to check for magic traps?
I do want to check for magic traps.
Trap checks would find traps. All traps, irrespective of if they're magic or not.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
There's no.
Sorry, my bad.
There's no magic traps either.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so Decimal will carefully take the steel mirror back and then just crack the door open and peek through with the mirror.
So as you open the door, beyond, you see a dusty ghost town. Wow, that's really weird.
What?
Dusty Ghost Town.
A dusty ghost
What?
town.
Like a town inside the building?
Like, if you open this door and walk through, you'd suddenly be in a dusty ghost town.
Like a Wild West Dusty Ghost Town?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Millie, I need a cowboy hat.
Can I request
Millie
one
is
too,
going
please?
to Millie is going to roll in her hammer space. Is going to look in her hammer space for that. She pulls out cowboy hats for the entire party.
I
I
want
think
to
I'll
be clear.
keep my hat. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I want to be clear. Tutu Kid puts the cowboy hat on over the helmet they're still wearing.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh no, she puts her cowboy hat on top of her bonnet too. It's all right. She stacks hats. It's fine.
Decimal's gonna go over and check the other door real quick.
Okay. When you open that door, it's a field of flowers. And
So this is like a tricky place. It's tricky.
if you opened it a
tricky
little more,
place.
you would see a path and probably a hill. Maybe even building at the top of that hill.
Okay,
Hold on.
okay, wait. We're looking for the top, and at the top is Gust. Are either of the doors particularly windy?
No.
Because both places could be windy, and we probably want to follow the wind? Maybe?
Can Millie roll investigation
Sure.
to see if either of the doors are windy?
You can roll.
And
Actually,
Tutu
I think
Kid
that
is
would
gonna
be
do the same.
Perception, actually.
Perception.
To
That's
see
even
if
better because I
there's
actually have a
wind.
modifier for that.
Yeah, that's an 18 from Decimal checking the
Never
same thing.
mind.
Oh, oof.
Wow, I did terrible.
Okay, so
Millie's very focused on the hats.
Millie is still very focused on making sure the child is calm and also, yes, the hats.
Tutu Kid sticks their hand through the door. It's not particularly windy in either places.
Hmm.
No.
Alexa will ready her like finger gun.
Aha, finger guns.
We shouldn't split up. Which
The-
Tutu Kid, now that their wind idea has gone through, they're now like hesitant and like remembering that just recently they were scared and they're like, which do you guys think we should go through?
I don't really have like a set opinion, but I just really like the cowboy aesthetic.
Desmond will pull out a coin and flip it. Call it.
Head says we go through the cowboy town. That's one.
Cowboy town it is.
Cowboy town it is, alright.
Yes.
Cowboy
I do
time.
have an idea.
If
in
any of you
case
guys want to
we-
roll insight, go ahead.
Insight on?
Insight time. On the
Well-
town?
On decimal.
On
Hold on.
decimal. Alright, I'm rolling insight on decimal.
I
What
would
do
like
I
to
know?
as well.
Tutu will
Hello.
try because they like decimal. They don't know anything about decimal. They like decimal, but they don't know decimal.
You think he's neat.
Okay,
I
so
think he's neat.
I
Noah,
also think
you
he's
were the only one to notice this. He fiddled with the coin flip.
Oh my god. Wait, I don't get it.
He intentionally made the coin flip to heads.
Okay.
What? We're
Yep.
going in now, right? Time.
Yeehaw.
Wait,
small
so,
time frame.
Wait, does decimal have the cowboy hat now?
No, Decimal's got a top hat.
Ah. For the sake
You're
for the sake
killing
of,
us,
for the
Decimal.
sake for the sake of a joke, for the sake of the joke, can Millie cast minor illusion to make the top hat look like a cowboy hat?
I'm down for it.
Yes, yes.
I'd say yes.
Okay, so he's
Nice.
all right.
It's still a black. It's still black though. It's got still fit
Oh,
the aesthetic.
absolutely.
Aesthetic.
It absolutely does. Listen, most of her cantrips and stuff, most of her spells have to do with like illusions and stuff like that because she's all about making you look good.
Decimal,
Nice.
your heart's
I love
black. That
Millie.
means you're a bad guy.
No.
Well, he is chaotic neutral.
I do have to let you guys know that we're coming up against the time that I said we would stop. Do you want to go for another half hour and then stop?
Sure.
I don't mind.
I'm okay if everyone else is okay with that.
I'm game for it, but also if anybody needs to leave, then we should definitely call it here.
Yes.
Yeah, same.
Does anyone
I don't have to go anywhere.
I don't either. I'm good.
I mean, I'm on a little bit of a time crunch, but a half hour isn't necessarily too much of it. But also, the other game does begin in a half hour, so maybe we should leave it here, get people time to get ready.
Mhm.
Well,
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Alright, so next time we'll go into the dusty ghost town and figure out why there's a whole town inside another building. That's weird.
For the aesthetic of it, duh.